topics, though, Gordon. Let's talk about Newbury Park at the Garmin Running Lane Cross Country Championships. They went there and they did exactly what we thought they would do because they are very good. They go one, two, three, six for a total team score of
28
29
points.
points. Or
29.
28, 20. Okay.
I don't know the number.
Sub,
It was under 30.
sub, sub 30. You just had complete dominance here. I mean, the time was ridiculously fast. It's a quick course. So you have all these guys under 14:10, which prior to this race was the fastest high school 5K for a U.S. runner by Ritz. But Solomon goes 14. Colin Solomon goes 14:03. Leo Young goes 14:05. Lex Young goes 14:05, and Aaron Solomon goes 14:14. In between them, Zane Bergen of Niwot goes 14:09, and Riley Ho, who came in as a number one ranked mile split runner, gets fifth in 14:10. So you had four guys in total sub 14:10, three of them on the same team.
Before we break down the times, can you go back to that screenshot, Travis? Bring up the YouTube and go back like a second or two. Look at the crowd at this race. Like if you look to
Mm.
to the left, look how
Oh
deep
wow.
it is. Bring it up on the screen. There were a lot of people there. Like it was a legitimate like national championship. There was a
Mm.
crowd. This wasn't just like run in the middle of nowhere where you couldn't really know what's going on, kind of just like Ricky Dink cross country course. But this was like a legitimate national
Mhm.
championship atmosphere. And for them to put that together, like after Nike Cross Nationals got canceled, and you were thinking how many people are going to go to Huntsville, Alabama? Well, they got the best athletes to go, and then they also got a legit crowd to come and cheer it on. Like that looked like NCAA cross like
Mm.
type atmosphere. Like, look at
Wisconsin.
that.
Looked
Bring
like
that bring that down on
Madison.
the screen. Look at that. That looks like Madison.
28, less snow, but yeah,
That's like stadium seating.
impressive.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that. I think it's kind of incredible that they were able to pull such a great event together for these high school kids. Yeah, but back to what we saw. Breaking Dathan's 14:10. First things first. The course is not short. I made a joke that I thought it was short when Jenna Hutchinson ran her fast sub 16, but they had many coaches, double check, triple check.
You haven't
They had
recovered
kids with
since.
their Garmin watches checking the satellite distance, but it is 3.1 miles. It's 5,000 meters. The reason
Yeah.
it's quick is because of the surface, because of the way the elevation change is. So it's a legit 5K time. But when you see four or five people run 14:10 or faster, it makes you
Yeah.
think what's in the water in Alabama or something, or I guess what's in the water in Newbury Park, because
Mhm.
to have five virtual Dathan Ritzenheins on the same course in the same year, it just seems kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, this goes back to our point last week about, hey, how good is this team in history? And you're like, all right, well, here's a historical marker. Again, it's cross country, so you're comparing a bit to apples and oranges when you're going against um picking against comparing courses, excuse me. But here's the fact: the top three guys are the top three guys in the nation, and they're all on one team. When has that ever happened? Because I think most of the big dogs are here. Now, you could run this race again. Maybe there's someone that's excluded, come in and pull an upset. But you have three guys, not three guys who would make a national championship meet out of a region from Foot Locker. No, we're talking about three guys going one, two, three. It's absolutely absurd what they're doing. Now, as it pertains moving forward, cross country courses, hard to predict how fast you're going to run. But a track is faster, usually. And by usually, I mean always. So if you're running on a cross country course, I don't care if it's the fastest cross country course ever. If you're running 14:03, 14:05, 14:05, and 14:14 on a cross country course, you're going to run something ridiculous on the track for 5,000, for 3,200, for the mile. It doesn't matter. It's going to equate to something ridiculously fast. People can argue and debate about Ritz's times here versus these guys' times. Again, it's different. But if your legs are covering 3.1 miles in low 14s, once you get on a track, something special is going to happen.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see that special thing in the months to come, right? We're going to see these kids run quick miles, run fast 2 miles. They're probably going to run a track 5K. They're going to go
Yeah,
after Galen Rupp's high school record. Nico Young
yeah,
went for it, came up short. I can imagine these three kids are going to be eyeing that very hard. Uh, maybe, I mean, imagine if a junior breaks it, right? I mean, Colin's
yeah.
probably going to be the one to break it, but again, they have four really good guys, and three of them are juniors. Uh, I think I said in the beginning, I'm going to start now. We need Newbury Park at the Penn Relays running the 4 by mile.
Mm,
Like they can do their own little. They need to show that they are ready for the big leagues a year or two early from most people, because I don't think they're gonna have Colin Solomon's gonna break four this year, so they're gonna have at least one sub four guy, and those other
mm,
three, I think they're gonna be 402, 403. And if you have three 403s and one 358, that is a legitimate 4 by mile. And I think we could see something special and see them maybe finish like top three in a collegiate division. I don't know how we get that to happen. Maybe someone you need to tweet at Newbury Park or do something, email the coach, find a way to get their attention, but tell them, add to their schedule, of which there's going to be a lot of things. Like they're probably going to want to go to Milrose. They're probably going to do a
hmm
bunch of other marquee events. But if you're in high school and you have a chance to like be the first ever high school 4 by mile team to be
Yeah,
invited in the college division, I think you should find a way to make that happen.
be pretty cool. Women's side of things, Natalie Cook of Flower Mound, 16:03, blew out the field, won by 19 seconds. Team wise, Niwot got the win, 123 over Buchanan, 152. So team wise, things much closer on the girl side of things, but individually, Natalie Cook with the blowout win here and another fast time. I mean, just underscoring that this course is quick. I don't think anybody is disputing that. I think more is just how do you put in perspective what you see when the national championship setup changed this year. Obviously, last year didn't have one. It's hard to quantify it, but then we're obviously getting clear indications on the boys' sides that Newbury Park is best team ever. It's gonna be a long time until we see another team like that again. Maybe next year's Newbury Park. We'll have to wait a whole year to see a team as good as this one when next year they get even better somehow. Update from the chat, Gordon. Tampa Eagle says this is the guy who's joined, who's on Gordon's Goons.
One
I
of
was
one.
Philly born and raised, go Nova and Sixers and Eagles and Flyers and Phillies. Oh man. This is a burner
It's a
account.
four for
This is a
four
Gordon
guy.
burner account. Is that
It's
what they call
yeah,
him?
I subscribed to myself. That's what happened.
A 4 for 4? Is that what they call him? If you go for all four
Yeah,
tables?
it's kind of cheesy. That's what they say. You're a fan of all four Philadelphia sports. That's what they,
Is that just a Philly term? Or is that like
I don't know. It
in
just it sounds like I'm ordering like a Whopper from Burger King. I'll have the 4 for 4. Like it sounds like a fast food order, not a Philadelphia fandom trope. I don't know. So I don't
okay,
say it,
but not
but I just did.
not a Philly not a Philadelphia Union fan because unfortunately they fell in the